Hello students, welcome to all 4C learning classes. Okay, so in the last session we discussed about the electric field intensity due to plane sheet, uniformly charged plane sheet, okay, but non-conducting plane sheet. Okay, now here we are discussing about electric field intensity due to infinite conducting sheet. What is conducting plane sheet means? The charge resides only on the surface. The charge resides only on the surface of the metal plate or metal sheet is called as a conducting sheet. For example, now let us take this is a one conducting sheet. Conducting sheet. The charge resides only on the surface. It is resides only on the surface. Okay, now for suppose we need to find electric field intensity, okay, in different regions. Let us take this is a region 1, this is outside the second one, region 2, and third one in between them, this is a region 3. Okay, in region 1 already we proved that what is the electric field intensity due to uniformly charged non-conducting sheet is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Now here if you are observing this part, okay, the region 1 due to the left side of the charge resides only on the surface. So here in region 1, here you will get electric field intensity is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught, where sigma be the here also surface charge density. Sigma is a surface charge density. Plus about second surface, the other surface is also there here, positive. What you will get? Sigma by 2 epsilon naught. That is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. Means we are calculating the electric field intensity due to these conducting sheet. Here this is a one surface, charge is there. Here this is another surface, either side charge. So sigma by 2 epsilon naught, sigma by 2 epsilon naught, which is sigma by epsilon naught. In the same way, in region 2 also, in region 2, electric field intensity is equal to, again this is a positive charge outwards. Again here also positive charge outwards. Sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. What is again is equal to here also sigma by epsilon naught. Okay. Between these, between non-conducting, conducting, okay, non-conducting means the charge is uniformly distributed along its plane. But this is a conducting, we are calculating between these two. So what is this is a positive charge outwards, this is a positive charge outwards. In region 3, E is equals to, due to these first two side, it is radially outwards and into the plane. Second one is also positive charge and inside. What is E is equal to here? Opposite direction. Sigma by 2 epsilon naught minus sigma by 2 epsilon naught, equal and opposite. What is electric field intensity is 0. Okay. So this is about electric field intensity due to infinite conducting sheet, infinite conducting plane sheet, which is also uniformly charged. Okay. The conducting sheet nothing but the charge resides only on the surface. Charge resides on the surface. In the region 1, what is electric field intensity is sigma by epsilon naught. In the region 2 also, what is electric field intensity? Sigma by epsilon naught. But in between these two, okay, so what is the electric field intensity will becomes 0. Okay, this is about electric field due to infinite conducting sheet. Okay, next one. Electric field intensity due to uniformly charged conducting sphere. Uniformly charged conducting sphere, or it is also called as conducting spherical shell. Okay. Now let us consider a sphere conducting sphere of radius capital R. Okay, let us assume this is a conducting sphere which is uniformly charged. Capital R be the radius. Okay, uniformly charged sphere here. Whenever the charge given to the sphere is a positive charge is given, let us take this is plus q. The charge resides only on the surface. The charge given to the spherical shell is resides only on the surface. Okay, what is the charge given is here capital Q be the charge given to the sphere. Now we need to find electric field intensity due to this conducting spherical shell. Okay, at three different positions. One is outside the sphere, at any point outside the sphere. Let us take here also sigma be the surface charge density, because the charge resides only on the surface of the sphere. Okay, here you should write later sigma be the surface charge density. Surface charge density. What is sigma is equals to charge per unit area. Sigma is equals to Q by A. Q be the charge given to the sphere here. A be the surface area. What is the surface area of the sphere of radius R is 4 pi R square. That is Q by 4 pi R square. Okay. From this equation we may write like this. Q is equals to sigma 4 pi R square. Let us take this is equation number 1. Okay. Here we are considering a spherical shell, conducting spherical shell of radius capital R, and a positive charge plus Q is given to the sphere which is uniformly distributed over the surface. Okay. If sigma be the surface charge density, which can be written as sigma is equals to charge per unit area Q by A, but what is area here? Surface area of a sphere of radius capital R is Q by 4 pi R square. From this equation we may write what is Q is equal to sigma 4 pi R square. Okay. Now we need to find electric field intensity at any point outside the spherical shell. At any point outside the spherical shell. For suppose we need to find the electric field intensity at the point P. At the point P, which is there at a distance small r. The point P is there at a distance small r from the center of the spherical shell. Okay. So again here we should find the intensity of electric field at the point P. Okay, by using Gauss law. What is Gauss law statement? The total electric flux passing through any closed surface is equals to the 1 by epsilon naught times of the net charge. Okay, net charge enclosed by the surface. So that here we should take a closed surface. Okay, let us consider a closed surface in the form of a radius, in the form of a sphere of radius small r. Okay, so let us take here what is we are constructing a Gaussian surface in the form of a sphere of radius small r. Okay, now first of all we should calculate what is the charge given to this sphere is positive charge. What is a positive charge means the direction of electric field is radially outwards. Direction of electric field is radially outwards. This is a direction of E here. Okay, radially outward direction. Now first of all calculate the flux passing through the small part of the Gaussian surface. Let it be d phi. Okay, d phi be the flux passing through small surface. Okay, small surface of area dA. Okay, here we are calculating first of all what is the intensity of electric field at any point outside the sphere. Intensity of electric field at any point outside the spherical shell. So here we are outside, we are constructing a Gaussian surface in the form of a spherical shell. So let us consider a small part of the Gaussian surface, small part of this Gaussian surface of area. What is dA? What is dA? Normal and outwards. This is dA. Okay. Now what is the flux through these surfaces? We are saying it is d phi. D phi is equals to E dot dA. Both are in the same direction here. D phi is equals to E dA cos theta. E dA cos theta. Electric field is outwards. Okay. The aerial vector, what is, we are constructed a Gaussian surface in the form of a sphere of radius small r. In that surface we are taking a small part of area dA. Initially we are calculating flux passing through this small part. Let it be what is area dA. Here the charge is positive, electric field outwards, and aerial vector is normal to the surface outwards. Both are in the same direction. E dA cos theta, theta is equals to 0 degrees. Cos 0 1, what is d phi is equals to E dA. D phi is equals to E dA. Okay, but we need to find total flux passing through the Gaussian surface, total flux. Therefore total flux passing through Gaussian surface is phi. Okay, what is phi is equals to integration of d phi. What is phi is equals to integration of d phi here. Okay, that is integration of E dot dA. Integration of E dot dA, and which can be written as E is constant here. At every point on the surface, what is E will be constant. Phi E constant, integration of dA, that is E integration of dA A. Okay, which can be written as what is phi is equals to E. What is A? A be the surface area of the Gaussian surface. Surface area of the Gaussian surface. Okay, what is a Gaussian surface is also there in the form of a sphere. But what is the radius? Radius of the Gaussian surface which we are constructed is small r. So A is 4 pi r square, small r square here. The surface area of the conducting sphere is capital R. But the surface area of the Gaussian surface is 4 pi small r square. So let us take, this is equation number 2 here. What is here? We got the total flux passing through the Gaussian surface. Phi is equal to E into 4 pi r square. Okay, but by the statement of Gauss law, what is flux phi is equals to, the flux passing through the any closed surface is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times of the net charge. Phi is equals to 1 by epsilon naught times of, what is the net charge here? Only the capital Q be the net charge. Let us take, this is equation number 3. Okay, whenever we are calculating the flux through the closed surface, here we got E into 4 pi r square. But according to the statement, what is the flux phi is equals to Q by epsilon naught. So equation, from equation number 2 and 3, from equation number 2 and 3, what is E into 4 pi r square here? E 4 pi r square is equals to Q by epsilon naught. Q by epsilon naught, which can be written as, if you are observing this equation, we may write like this. Therefore E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. 4 pi Okay, cross multiply 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by R square. Okay, this is a one of the expression for electric field intensity at any point outside the spherical shell. At any point outside the spherical shell. But what is capital Q? Capital Q is the charge given to this conducting sphere. What is capital Q can be written as here sigma into 4 pi r square. What is capital Q also can be written as sigma into 4 pi r square. So here we may write like this. E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Instead of capital Q from equation number 1, sigma into 4 pi capital R square. Sigma into 4 pi capital R square by R square. Small r square. Now 4 pi cancel. What is the value remaining? Here E is equals to sigma by epsilon naught. Sigma by epsilon naught capital R by small r whole square. Okay. So this is the expression for electric field intensity in terms of surface charge density. Generally, at any point outside the sphere, what is the formula means? E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by R square. But the capital Q also can be written as sigma into 4 pi R square. Okay, whenever we are substituting the value here, what we will get? E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught capital R by small r whole square. So this is a electric field intensity at any point outside the sphere, conducting sphere. Now second case, we should find the electric field intensity at any point on the surface of the sphere. Okay. Second one, find electric field intensity at any point on the surface. At any point on the surface. On the surface of sphere. Okay. So if it is a conducting sphere, okay, this is only conducting sphere. The charge resides on the surface. The positive charge Q is given. The charge resides only on the surface. We should calculate at any point. Now consider a point P on the surface. See, in the previous case, we are calculated the electric field intensity at any point outside the surface. Outside the surface at a distance small r from the center. Okay. But here we are calculating the electric field intensity at any point on the surface. On the surface means what is here? The distance is small r is equal to capital R. In the previous one, this is a small r here. We are calculated here. But here if you are calculating at this position only, we are calculating electric field intensity on the surface. Small r is equal to capital R. Then what is the electric field intensity here? On the surface of the sphere means small r is equals to capital R. At outside we got the expression what is E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. There small r square. But here small r is equal to capital R. So you should write a capital R square. This is the expression for electric field intensity at any point on the surface. Okay. Or we have one more expression. What is E is equal to 1 sigma by epsilon naught capital R by small r. Capital R by small r whole square. Capital R by small r whole square means here small r is also capital R. Okay. R square by R square. Okay. Which is equals to sigma by epsilon naught. In terms of charge densities, what is the electric field intensity? At any point on the surface is E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. This is a second point. Now third one. This is a conducting sphere. Okay, what is the radius is capital R. The radius of the sphere, conducting sphere, is capital R. The charge given is capital Q, same. Okay, now we need to find electric field intensity at any point inside the sphere. At any point inside the sphere. Let us consider a point P. Let us consider a point P inside the sphere. Okay. Now, again by using Gauss law, we should calculate the electric field intensity, isn't it? So, what is the statement again? Gauss law? Gauss law is applicable for any closed surface. So, whenever we are calculating the electric field intensity at the point P, again we should construct a Gaussian surface in the form of a sphere of radius smaller but inside the conducting sphere. Now, the dotted lines indicates a Gaussian surface. This dotted lines indicates Gaussian surface here. Now, what is actually at any point P, there we got a formula, electric field intensity is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by small r square. Where what is Q? Q be the net charge enclosed by the surface. If you are observing this diagram, the charge given to the conducting sphere is capital Q. That is, we are saying conducting sphere. What is mean by conducting sphere? The charge always resides on the surface. The charge resides only on the surface. But whenever we are calculating the field at any point inside the conducting sphere, the charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface, charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface, Q is equals to 0 here. Because if you are observing, the charge given Q is on the surface only. It resides only on the surface, but inside the conducting sphere there is no charge. Here we are calculating the electric field inside the spherical shell at a point P. But this is a Gaussian surface. Now what is the charge enclosed by this Gaussian surface? There is no charge inside this conducting sphere. So charge is 0. Now what is the electric field intensity? There we got one formula, E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by small r square. Okay, Q by small r square. You will get like this. E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by small r square generally. But what is Q here? Q will be, but Q is 0. When Q 0, 0 into something, 0. What is the electric field intensity is 0. The electric field intensity at any point inside the conducting sphere is 0. Okay. See, this is actually conducting sphere of radius capital R. What is the charge given? Capital Q. So, in such conditions, we are calculating the electric field intensity for 3 different positions. First one, we are calculated the electric field intensity at the point P outside the surface, outside this conducting sphere. Here we are constructing a Gaussian surface. Okay. Here whenever we are constructing Gaussian surface, calculating flux passing through the small part, then we are calculating the total flux. What is formula is E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by small r square, where small r is the distance from the center to the point P. Or in other words, in terms of surface charge density, what is E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught capital R square by small r square, or we may write sigma by epsilon naught capital R by small r whole square. This is about outside. Okay. And for the same conducting sphere, second case we are calculating at any point on the surface. First one outside the surface, outside the sphere. Second one on the sphere. On the sphere means if you are observing this diagram, initially what is the distance of the point P from the center is small r, but when we are calculating on the sphere, what is small r is equal to capital R. So just we can substitute the value. Actually this is a formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by small r square, but small r is replaced by capital R. What will get? A is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. Third one, or in terms of surface charge density, r square get cancelled. Here what is E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. But in the third case, this is the first case, this is the second case. First outside, second on the surface, third inside. Inside the sphere we are calculating. So whenever we are calculating the electric field, okay, inside the sphere, again we should construct a Gaussian surface. Again here also we are constructing a Gaussian surface in the form of a sphere of radius small r. Okay, but if you are observing this diagram, it is clearly mentioned that it is a conducting sphere. The charge given to the sphere only resides on the surface, but what is the charge inside the conducting sphere is zero. The charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface, nothing but this Gaussian surface, is zero. But what is the formula? Generally 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by small r square. But what is Q? Q is the charge enclosed by the surface. Here Q is equals to 0. When Q is equal to 0, what is the electric field is also 0. Okay. So this is about intensity of electric field due to uniformly charged conducting sphere.